Hey YouTubers, I came on here about 5 months ago with an idea. I generated a book using YouTube because I took all the videos from my Udemy course. I have a course on Udemy called Human Computer Interaction. It's got 1,031 students. I'm so grateful people buy it. It's so nice that people do. And I'm always tweaking it and I keep wanting to improve it, but it's quite a laborious process. So I've been looking for a quicker way of improving it and also to create a handout for it. And so what I did is I uploaded all the videos from Udemy and put them here on YouTube, but privately. And I was able to generate because Google owns YouTube and they are well into voice recognition ever since they did their voice app back in 2008. They capture all the snippets across the world. So soon after they installed it, they had 230 billion snippets already, which is extraordinary. And then they, well, the differences between voice and speech recognition is that voice recognition is kind of biometric, which is why when you phone up something like the HSBC bank, telebanking, it will say, ask you to repeat, my voice is my password, and then you repeat it, and the way you say it becomes your password. So it's like, biometrics, like fingerprints or retinal scans or something, because most people speak in their own unique fashion, in the same way that during World War II, when they were tapping out the Morse code, people would recognize the code breakers would listen at Bletchley Park, and they would recognize people with a distinctive Morse code, the way they would send Morse code. It's fascinating, really. Although on the surface we're all the same, we're all very different. So anyway, speech recognition is the one. Works similarly in that we want to interpret people's voices, but the idea is with speech, you're making it so that whatever natural language processing, which is the bit behind it, whichever approach you use will interpret everything. I'm from Middlesbrough, so I struggle a lot. And I've got this new phone, Pixel 9, which is amazing. Look at it. I've got it sitting on a ring light and I've fiddled with the settings. And this is just as good as when I used to do my first Udemy videos back in the day, and I had two enormous soft top boxes and I had a light in the center, and it would take me hours. And part of the reason why I don't do many talking heads is because it takes so long to set up. But today, here I am. I had a bit of a fiddle earlier to get the right position and the nice background. But here I can just change settings. Here, watch this. It's extraordinary. Make it, that would have taken hours. It is kind of amazing and I love it. Although Google gets on my nerves a bit. They paid $23.1 billion back in 2021 to be the default browser on the majority of machines, new phones, laptops, and so on. And that's an extraordinary amount of money to have the lead. Kind of, well, just shows you how the world works. But anyway, I digress. So basically, I put my Udemy videos on here. It generated a transcript. I made a video about it 5 months ago. And today I'm holding in my hand the finished product. Me and ChatGPT did this together. We had some creative differences, but fantastic. Did that. I pulled it into Word and edited it through, and I've put in some of the, here, let me show you. Got to turn down the lighting again, but it's amazing. I can just do this. Can you see it better? I put in the table of contents. Well, I just said generate table of contents. It didn't take me long. And there we go. That's all done. So I'm going to turn that into some sort of booklet for the course, and maybe to offer it elsewhere, because I've got this nice bit, these nice intro bits. But all of this, when you start getting into creating a little book, the more pages you put in, and am I going to do that in color? Will it look as good in black and white? And these are the things I'm exploring next. And also, it's just nice for me because I'm still making changes to the course. Because I still think when I get the odd 1-star review, I think it's because I'm not managing student expectations very well, and that's something I need to do better. But it's kind of hard, when you get a shitty review, you just go, oof, I just don't feel like fixing any of it. But then it's kind of like, well, it's a pretty good course. It's based on a lot of experience, and I think the term human-computer interaction is bandied about in such a way nowadays, along with user experience. And so I've just got to redo some of my stuff, and then hand out this very nice handout for my students, and also the book for whoever wants to read that. So I will see. So anyway, all of this to say, oh, got a Pixel 9. I can upload it straight to YouTube. I can do more talking heads. I don't have to fit in with lighting. I might style my hair though, or put on some eyelashes or something. I was going to do that, but I've been so ill this week. And absolutely love it. Absolutely love it, because I do like YouTube. Although, to be honest, I never watch like videos on human-computer interaction or AI or anything, things that I do for a living. I just watch stuff like terrible things. Well, not terrible. Yes, terrible things. I keep watching the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, and all the people talking about that. My two favourite people are the Bush Birds. They're a husband and wife, and they just sit there and read out comments from Instagram. But they have the loveliest, like, Southern American voices. So they're like fun and just go, yeah, and they love how everything. It's brilliant. And then I watch a lot of tarot because I just love a bit of tarot. And so I'm thinking, as much as I love technology, I'm not really yeah, it's not what I watch. So I might have to think about that before I go any further with human-computer interaction. Because for me, technology is a mirror for society, and the fact that people can have these conversations now online is the bit that really interests me rather than how it works. Although I am fascinated how it works because, yeah, natural language processing, I nearly got to do a PhD in that back in the 90s, even before Google existed. And I was in a lab in Switzerland, and there was two French guys, and they were like, and they'd got this voice recognition software, NLP, and it uses a lot of statistics because it uses deep learning. And they were like, "Come on, Ruth, are you gonna, you could speak into it?" And I'm like, "What with my accent?" And they were going, "Hello," and then I'm going, "Hello," and I was like, "Oh, I'll never get a PhD doing this." But if I had, maybe I could have been at Google. But I don't think I really want to be at Google because I'm quite happy where I am. Just don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so this is my book. It's doing really well. It's not doing really well. I'll cut this last bit. And a bit more practice, but I think this is a new way for me. All right, later. Bye.